Ooh, hello, hyperspace. My name is Davontos, and it's time to get hyped because this is some sniping gameplay in Infinite Warfare. However, I actually want to talk about Call of Duty Black Ops 4 and something that came to mind about the Blackout game mode or that Battle Royale game mode, whatever you want to call it. So, this is actually what I've been thinking about. I've been playing a lot of H1Z1, right? I'm not a huge fan of Battle Royale, but I actually think H1Z1 is better than Fortnite. So, I've actually been playing a lot of H1Z1, and H1Z1 has something that I guess you can call it a respawn mode. So you guys know when you're playing the shitty Fortnite, which happens is when you die, you gotta rage quit and you just gotta find a new game. Well, H1Z1 has a respawn mode. I guess you could call it combat training, but it's technically the same thing. You basically spawn with a set amount of weapons. You have a huge map. It's not as big as the Battle Royale map, but the map is pretty big. So you have access to a smaller Battle Royale map, which is still quite large, and you just run around the place killing people like if it's Call of Duty. And that was basically H1Z1's thing. Now, I've actually noticed, correct me if I'm wrong, but Fortnite kind of copied that idea from H1Z1 because the instant H1Z1 launched, I checked up on Twitter, I was following Fortnite, and Fortnite said that they are also adding a respawn mode in Fortnite. So, that got me thinking about Black Ops 4. If H1Z1 started this respawn Battle Royale thing, and then Fortnite's gonna copy them and do this respawn Battle Royale thing, then that probably means Black Ops 4's Blackout thing is going to do the same thing as well. So imagine just playing Call of Duty Black Ops 4's Blackout Battle Royale. I'm just going to call it Black Ops 4's Blackout or Battle Royale. It's just so confusing. You're playing Battle Royale on BO4, and you can respawn. So you basically have the biggest map in Call of Duty history at your disposal. You can get any gun you want. You can snipe anytime you want, because we all know sniping nowadays in Call of Duty is not what it used to be. Sniping back then was like hiding in the bushes, hiding in a corner, hiding in a literal hiding spot, and sniping as snipers are supposed to be used, not like quickscoping. You don't snipe like that in real life. So, I've actually been thinking, it would be so fun. Vehicles are going to be in it. A giant map where you can do whatever you want. You can respawn, if they follow up these Fortnite and H1Z1 stuff, you can respawn in the Blacklight Battle Royale on a separate game mode, and I think that would be amazing. On top of that, you can select any character you want. So you can basically play Call of Duty as Reznov, or as Woods, or any other person that Treyarch had, because I don't think they're going to have Infinity Ward characters in there, but you can basically have any single character from the Treyarch franchise in a giant map, and you can just play Call of Duty with vehicles. That would be so fun. Now I really hope they add this respawn mode in Black Ops 4, because that would be a huge selling point for me. And please, Treyarch, if you're going to do one thing with Battle Royale, for the people who don't like Battle Royales like myself, add a respawn mode. That way we can like Battle Royales. So imagine this. You can invite your friends there. Now, because there's going to be like a respawn mode, the map probably won't get any smaller like a standard Battle Royale, because imagine the map just keeps shrinking and you still have 100 people there because you can just keep respawning. So, the map probably won't get any smaller. You're still going to have that giant map on your disposal, and you invite a ton of friends over, and you guys can take hold and just capture one side of the map and literally make that your own. Maybe it could be a building, maybe it could be whatever you guys want it to be, and that's just going to be your section. And you have to protect it from other players who try to come in. And it's basically going to be playing forts. Now, if you guys know back in the day, if you played in the snow, you would play forts and you have to build your igloo, build your wall, and you have to protect it from other people coming in. Imagine playing that in Call of Duty with vehicles. That would be so fun. And I'm pretty sure it's probably going to be a time limit or whatnot, but even still, it would be so fun. So I really hope they add this respawn thing. That would be so fun. Now, actually, there's one more thing I want to cover really quick, and it's next year's Call of Duty. Yeah, we're already talking about next year's Call of Duty. So apparently there was this, I guess you can say, a leak about Infinity Ward's next title, which is supposed to be Modern Warfare 4. I mean, it makes sense because the Modern Warfare series was the best-selling franchise for Infinity Ward, so going back to MW4 would make a huge profit out of it. But if it is Modern Warfare 4, it would make sense that they would add a Battle Royale, or whatever you want to call it, with the Infinity Ward characters, because if you look at Blackout, looking at the trailer, they only had Treyarch characters, So if Infinity Ward does it, they can add Infinity Ward characters. Price, Ghost, you know, all these, Soap and all the people from Infinity Ward, like Ethan and all that stuff. And it would make sense, and, obviously we're not going to hear any word about it until, what, nearing the end of next year? Maybe the middle of next year we should get some confirmation and all that stuff, but keep in mind, for now, there's just a rumor floating around the internet that next year's Call of Duty is going to be Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4, and it's going to be Infinity Ward's take on this whole Battle Royale thing. I just wish there was a shooter game out there that doesn't have a Battle Royale. Everybody's trying to beat Fortnite. And as I said, I played H1Z1. I'm not a huge fan of Battle Royales. I think H1Z1's Battle Royale thing is a hell of a lot better than Fortnite's, but still, it's not something I'd play all the time. You know, I don't eat, sleep, and breathe Fortnite like a lot of these other people, and I just don't really like Battle Royales. And with every single shooter game that's coming out now, it seems like it has to have some kind of Battle Royale aspect to it, and it's just going to wind up pushing me away from shooter games, yeah. So, there is one more final announcement I'd like to make. This is what I have planned for Call of Duty, because Call of Duty's been up and down, and I've been disappointed with it, sometimes I've been pleased with it and whatnot. If Black Ops 4 is a flop, and I do not like Black Ops 4, I probably will not purchase any more Call of Duties after that, which means the channel content will drastically change. I might give Infinity Ward one more chance because I always loved IW titles, so yeah, I guess you can kind of say if next year's Call of Duty is a flop, then the channel will probably stop posting Call of Duty content. I'm probably going to get to something else, maybe some anime games, or maybe some more adventure games, or maybe some funny content like Rabby Ribby and all that stuff. So just letting you guys know way ahead in advance, if Call of Duty just stops showing up on the channel, it's probably because I gave up on it, because it's just not fun anymore. They're changing too much, and they're trying to be like games that I just don't really like. Fortnite. I am looking into other games aside from Black Ops 4. I am looking into another Shenran Kaguro game that's coming out later on this year, and I am doing some research on, what was it, Gun Girl, or Girl Gun 1 and 2? I'm not too sure. I gotta do some more research on it, see if it may be interesting or not, and on top of that, I'm pretty sure there are a ton of other games I can upload that's just not Call of Duty, like Overwatch and something else. So, if you like this video, punch that like button with a mighty force. You can follow me up on Twitter at DavantosMan. I'll leave you guys with the rest of the gameplay. It's about maybe 2 minutes left? Maybe a minute? And as always, I'll see all of you in the next video. Have a nice day.